Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we got another Lego video, and this one I am absolutely ecstatic for. What we're going to be building today is one of the retired Lego modulars of the detective's office. There we go. And basically what this one is it is a retired modular, like I said before. It has a pool hall in it. It has a detective's office, hence the name. It also has a barber shop. I believe it has the detective's apartment. But the cool part is it has a story. And that's the part I'm excited for. This is actually the first retired modular I've gotten, and I got it for an amazing price off of Facebook Marketplace. Totally wasn't stolen. It was a good 90, between 10% and 90% not stolen. Probably closer to the lower one, but either way, very, very excited about it. It was missing a couple minifigures and some parts, but I was able to get those back together. So let's get to the build, and then we'll do a overview of the whole thing. And even if you've seen the detective's office in other people's cities, maybe they didn't show all the little hidden things in it, and I'm really excited for that. So let's get to the build, and then we'll check it out. Here we go. All right, there we go. It is all built. Very excited. weird little glitch in the middle where my camera shut off and I didn't realize it. So there was a small little part where you guys didn't get to see, but when I bump it up to 5,000%, you probably didn't notice. But yeah, we're going to show you everything on it. So this is it. Once again, I've built so many, third-party buildings and, all the cool stuff I've made with Funhole. I do have to say, actual Lego modulars, there's just something different. They're built different. Well, they're built the same. I mean, they're Legos, but they're built, how the kids, it doesn't matter. Anyways, but there's just something about them. There's just the detail and the feel and everything in it. So, as you can see, we built it on one of our Mills plates, as you know that we build all the stuff for our city on. But it's just an amazing build. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Assembly Square, to where it's pretty much two buildings, or multiple buildings with multiple things in them. One of the coolest parts about this one is there's actually a walkway through here. So you've got the pool hall here, you've got the barber shop, the detective's office, and everything here. But there's actually a walkway through the middle, and if I turn it around, you can actually see it connects to the hallway, which, by the way, detective, the cop, the barber, and I guess a thug, a bad guy. These are the minifigs I have. I know we're missing, I think, 2 other ones. There's a girl who apparently has gams that go on forever. And, well, no, there's normal sized Lego legs. Never mind. And I think there was one other one, but we are missing those. But hey, you know what? We'll survive. But overall, I love the build. I love, once again, building it is so much fun. This is brick built owls. This is the barber shop here. So a brick built of his name. I love the stickered window pieces. Ace Brickman is the detective. I think that's great. This brick built pool sign for the pool hall. It says it on both sides. And you know what's fun is that if you have this in your child list, all you have to simply do is you can just simply remove this piece. Now it just says poo. This is good times. I'm going to put this back because my wife's giving me a look. Anyways, pool. Yeah, not poo. So, all right, let's jump into the build and check out all of the intricacies. All right, so here is the first floor, and we've got the pool hall and Al's barber shop. So we'll look in the pool hall. You can kind of see there's an actual ceiling fan, which is really cool because they use, these are snowshoes. These are snowshoes for Legos they're using for the fan. You can kind of move this out of the way. You can see there's a brick-built pool table, which is really, really cool. They've got the pool cues, and even the one you use to hold to do the long shot. They got one of those in there. Obviously the front door. I don't know if you could really see this. It's kind of like stained glass in here. And then there's even a trophy up on here. And the first thing to show you is there's actually a little part of the wall that slides and opens up right there. So you can watch if I slide it back. And we'll get to what that's about here in a sec. And then we have the hallway that we looked at before that just kind of leads from the front to the back. And you can get a better view of it from the top here now. And then in here you have basically Al's barber shop. We've got ourselves a seat now. This is unfortunately something that happens is on this wall right here is supposed to be a mirror. So it's a cardboard piece that has kind of a shiny foil part on the front of it that's supposed to mimic a mirror. Unfortunately, as time goes on, that stuff gets beat up. So this is the right piece. It's just the foils come off. And you can see they got a couple of hairstyles in there. Now the plot with this thing is that it's kind of like Prohibition, but it's Lego. It's for kids. It's a toy. So instead of booze, it's cookies. So all of these little secret things, so you see here that opens up there. We can move these stairs out of the way. And if we look inside the barbershop, they're all in on it. They're all in on it. We can actually open up this. And that's how they can sneak in to get the cookies from the outside into Al's. And then down here, there's actually another one that opens up. which then is a tunnel that goes into the pool hall. And if we look here, we take these stairs out, there is a barrel of cookies right here. So there's the entrance into there, from the barber shop into the hallway. And then that's what's behind the trophy. So we put these little stairs back, and Mr. Johnny Law is no more the wiser. So they can move the cookies around and keep them out from under his nose, because, I mean, they're cookies, so you can smell them. But outside of, obviously, possibly mob-related activity, cookies, this is also the staircase to get upstairs. So it's kind of neat. Not only do we have a entrance through here and an exit out through the back, which you could have other stuff back here, but this is actually the stairs that lead up to the second floor. So let's go ahead and grab that. Here we are, and we lost a light, which happens. We'll pop that right back in. We'll take care of this in post. Anyway, so this pops on here, and you can see back here is where the stairs from down below come up. We've got a bathroom stall right here with a working door. You can see there's a toilet in there. Very old school. One of the really tall ones where the water's got to get a running start to get rid of everything. So there's that there. And then in here is the detective's office. So we have, his desk. He's got newspapers and letters, a lamp. There's a chair for guests, his chair. He's got his hat up here hanging up. Inside of here, we've got a suitcase and a $100 bill, exactly what you'd put in there. And then you can even see there's a painting on the wall, but if we tilt the painting, there's a secret letter being stored in the wall. So I'm one of those people that grew up that always thought like the mansions with the secret stuff and the secret walkways and stuff was always amazing. So these little things are, and then even here, if we lift up this piece and we push down, there's actually a very small ladder fire escape that comes out right down here, right inside where the walkway is. So we can push that back up. We can lock it back in place. So break out one of these windows. You got to wade down straight through there. And then, of course, the stairs leading up to the third floor, which I have to imagine has to be Ace Brickman's personal apartment. And as you can see, there's a door out onto the balcony. We've got some cookies. So even though he's supposed to be figuring out who's smuggling these cookies, I think old Ace Brickman's on the take. I'm just telling you right now. All right? You don't get hips like that from not eating cookies. Trust me. Trust me. Anyways, it originally came with a brown cat. I didn't have a brown cat, so now he has a white cat who's checking out those cookies. Small little kitchen area. I love the rolling pin they made. And, now that I think about it, there's not a whole lot to this upstairs apartment. There's just a place to cook. There's a place to mix ingredients. There's an oven. I think Ace Brickman's in on this whole thing. And obviously water. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but there's a water tower there. And then, of course, the roof that just fits on top. So yes, I believe that Ace Brickman and all the other people who work at the detective's office Modular are in on it, including the officer. Dun, dun, dun. No, I'm done. All right, there we go. That is the detective's office. I'm very excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you guys think. But obviously, before we go, we've got to put it in the city, and I got to do a little rearranging. So let me go take care of that. Let's get this put in and see how it looks with all the rest of the modulars in the city. Starting off, before I show you the build, I just wanted to give some love to our town founders. Vox, Van, Drag, Wizard, Large, Yor, and Maddie. They are all town founders, which is basically the top tier in my Patreon. If you want to get your name on the board, go check out the Patreon. There's a couple other tiers. With the top tier, you get that. You're going to get a minifigure of your choosing in the city. I'm working on that right now, and some other cool stuff. But anyways, let's check out what we've added. So we've done some rearranging, and I know a lot of this hasn't been seen for a while, so bear with me. So first off, I moved this building over here. This is one of our non-Lego brand ones, and I kind of have it sitting aside. I don't know how I like it. We'll kind of see how I end up putting it, but I wanted to move that out because this is going to be the non-Lego brand side. I'm not saying that this is a bad part of town. It's on the other side of the tracks, but that just so happens where the tracks are. That's all that means. Anyways, but we moved our boutique hotel over. There is still a plan for this that I got to get to. We obviously have the part of the book shop. This is this, and this is one modular. But here it is. There is the detective's office, and I love it right next to Assembly Square. I think with the awnings on the cafe and at Al's Barbershop work out great. I think it fits up here nicely, and it really just, you have this whole sense of like this same level, and then the dip for Assembly Square for the main part of that, and then kind of staying with everything else, I think really, really, really works. This looks great. Once again, one of the most excited I was to get a modular of any of the modulars. So the good news is, and I'm going to leave you with a little bit of a cliffhanger, there was actually 2 retired modulars in that purchase I made. I didn't make it. My family member got it for me right after I got out of the hospital, and it was like, hey, you didn't die. Here's some Legos, which really, honestly, I think it's one of the reasons I bounce back so well today. Don't I look like a tower of healthiness? Anyways, but yeah, thank you to my family member for that, who has chosen to remain anonymous. So, but we have another modular. It's going to be in a handful of episodes till we get to that one. But that one, I think, is Heather's favorite. So it was a fact of like one of them that I wanted the most, and the one that she thinks is the coolest happened to be the 2 that was in that lot. Is pretty amazing. So once again, thank you again to the town founders and to all of the Patreons. You guys help out so much. And then also, if you guys want to become a Patreon, go check out the Patreon link down below. If you guys want to add to the city, buildings, cars, any of that stuff, I do have an Amazon wish list that goes right to our P.O. box. Or if you have anything at home that you're not using, any Lego stuff, like not anything at home, like don't send me old shoes or anything like that, but any Lego stuff, any sets, anything that even the pieces might help with something, and they're just taking up space or collecting dust. My P.O. box is down below. You can send it to us. I love getting stuff in the P.O. box. It's like Christmas all the time. So. All right, guys, well, there we go. We got our detective's office in place, and our city is definitely growing with our modulars. I'm so excited. I hope you guys like this video as much as I liked making it. And until next time, thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.